Hey guys, quick little daily recap. It is 30 minutes before the close, but I do have to run right after the close. So I figured I'd just do one right now. So we came in today, we had a bullish idea on the SPY, or basically we're leaning on the bullish side as long as that pivot held. It held right out the gate, continued to push. As the day went on, I figured if we continue to hold up, market should continue to push higher and then eventually squeeze from fear of missing out or FOMO on the big guys, basically chasing the bigger cap stocks. That's exactly what's happening right now in the close. So a couple names that we took long today on the equity side as well on the option side. We're in NVIDIA long, we're in shop long. We actually were in shop equity and rolled into calls, about a 20-point trade on the option side, or sorry, on the equity side, over 100% trade on the 620 calls that we did roll. We did do as well snow long from the 203 level. It's at 210 currently. We rolled into 220 calls as well. We're going to be swinging that roll. We played Tesla a couple times, long side for about 12 points to the upside. So that was a pretty good one as well. Car on the long side as well, from the 93 spot for continuation. We did Saba long for about a point. We were in Indo long from the 90 level into the 40, so about a 10-point trade on that was fantastic. We had a couple low float things that we did this morning. ISPC, we played that for about 30 cents. We did Bumble long, which isn't a low float, but I'm just going through the list. We did Bumble long from 22.66, rolled into 25 calls, almost got those in the money as well. We had Coin long 176.68, and that worked nicely into that 180 area. UPST was the only one on the long side that we took today that didn't work. Other names that we did take, we were in, CYRN as well this morning. That one didn't work. We tried it out the gate. And then obviously in the afternoon, we got a nice little push on that. Kind of equals out, but I guess, technically didn't work out. What else did we do? We did MARPS on the long side from 1337 into the 1980 level. I did alert that on Twitter as well. We were in USEG from 626. We ended up getting out of it for about 20 cents and getting back into it, and we've got that pop into the 760 level, which was awesome. So nice little trade there. Another low float that we took, and we're still in it right now. SOPA, we're trading from 246 to the upside. Good little trade there. We tried a little bit of Sun W, 366 popped and ended up exiting that one flat. SFIX, we had this on the option side. Right out the gate, we took the 10 calls, which ended up getting in the money. Then we rolled to the 12s, which we're going to be swinging overnight. Some other low floats that we did today. I'm just continuing to scroll down, guys. We did a little bit of GBR, 387, got a little bit of a pop into 4. Nothing too crazy on that, but I think it's a decent little win, I guess. ISIG, I alerted this and guided it on Twitter from 7.85 all the way to the $12 level. Awesome trade there. So 3-4 points. Actually 5 points and change now that I look at it. We also were an hour long. We took this hour at a lot of low floats today. We took hour at 268, played it to 375 area, so we got about a point on that to the upside. And then other than that, I think that's it for the low float stuff. Also, there was Marvel. We tried to take that short today, and that one just ended up stopping us out. On the option side, whole bunch of different stuff. SPY, we took these calls at the end of the day. Long for a push, the 429s we actually grabbed them down here on the pullback. I figured because tech's holding up, I think we're going to push, which we did. We did some AMD scalp to the upside as well in the close. We had the CF on scalp to the upside, 95 calls, which we took on the break of this consolidation. It's working nicely. We had Oxy 55 calls right out the gate today, and 60 calls. We laddered it, which ended up working nicely as well. What else did we do? I'm just kind of scrolling, guys. Talked about the snow Airbnb was one that we did take. It's going to be one that we're just going to end up taking off at the end of the day. It didn't really move or do anything today, unfortunately, on that. MDB, we did some 370 lottos, which did go up a little bit, but nothing too major there. CSIQ, 40 calls. Again, something that really didn't move much today. BZUN, we took these for next week, which I'm going to end up most likely swinging at the end of the day. Oops, these 10 calls for about 28 cents. Again, it's kind of just consolidating there. We had some square long, the 115 calls out the gate this morning, which worked out nicely for a decent move on that, about 71%. SPWR, we rolled this from yesterday on the pullback, and we're continuing to hold that position. And other than that, I mean, it was a pretty straightforward day on the option side. We mainly were focusing on these low floats. Oh, CVX, that was a good one. We took 170 calls out the gate, almost got them in the money. 100% change trade. Out the gate, you know, it was a little bit difficult to figure out what was going on. We were on basically all calls, all on the long side. We didn't do any puts today. I figured the market was going to hold up, and we ended up being correct on that. So overall, pretty good. The stuff that worked nicely. The stuff that didn't work kind of just faded off. It wasn't like a huge loss on anything that didn't work, or, you know, things flying into stops. It was more so just taking things off that were just stagnant. So on the options, you did have a couple things that were stagnant, didn't really do much. We had to take them off for small losses. Things that worked out nicely. On the equity side, really nice hit rate. Mainly these low floats were in play today, and that was my main focus. There was fantastic opportunity in those. Anyways, we'll see what happens tomorrow, guys. Going to be watching low float type names again. We'll see what we get in regards to the market. Key level to reclaim on the SPY is going to be that 30.60 level, 430.60 for continuation higher. That is the reclaim of 13 EMA support on the daily to the upside. So again, we'll see what happens tomorrow, but that's what I'll be looking at. Anyways, guys, we do stream from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. every single day. Discord chat's open 24/7. We also do have a swing Discord, which is not focused on day trading. It's focused on swing trading and longer term positions, as well as Mama's Options, aka Beth, does her commodities, seasonality type trades, etc. in there as well. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Have any questions, you can reach out, spartantrading.com. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.